Hello, Engineering One students. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make the passenger body of the Automoblox truck. Here's the truck itself. So we're going to make the body piece, the middle piece right now in Fusion 360. So I'm going to have this open up on a different computer. Please make sure you know how to zoom in and out on Schoology, because that'll make your life easier. When you zoom in, those should adjust and you should be able to see all the dimensions properly. We're going to do 3 cutouts, one on the front, one on the back, one on the top. These are not centrally located horizontally, so be careful about that. All right, let's go to Fusion. Here's the completed part. We're also going to make these. These are called fillets, these curves. We're going to do that last. So I'm going to open up a new part. I'm going to make sure my dimensions are in inches. I'm going to do new sketch. I'm going to go ahead and take the advice off the 100 Days of Fusion 360 videos and do a rectangle centered, just in case for our purposes of doing the assemblies. So we're just making the outer body first. This is going to be 1.52 in height. We're going to tab over and do 3.16 in the width. Then we're going to finish sketch. Going to extrude. And we're going to extrude this a distance of 3.16, just like in the dimensioned drawing file. So now I have my outer piece. We're going to do the cutouts. I'm going to cut out the front first. We're not going to do a center point rectangle here. We're just going to do a 2-point rectangle. And both these, the front and the back rectangles, are the same. They're going to be 0.93 in height. We're going to tab over and it's going to be 2.40 in width. Now we need to adjust this. It's not centrally located horizontally. We're going to use the D key to dimension it. From the right side, it needs to be 0.39. The back is going to be 0.38. That's one of the subtle differences between these two. Now it is centered vertically, and we're going to assume that because there's no dimension to the vertical. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our calculator and do 1.52 minus 0.93 and divide that by 2. So 0.59 divided by 2 rather is 0.295. So I'm going to dimension this from the top or the bottom, and it's going to be 0.295, and there's my part we're going to extrude. I'm going to finish sketch. Going to extrude that rectangle. We're going to go inward a distance of negative 0.57, and now I have my cutout. Now I'm going to do the back. It's almost going to be the exact same, except the right side dimension is a little bit different, and from the dimension from the top is different. But we're going to make the same size rectangle. It's going to be 0.93 by 2.4. And then we're going to dimension it. So the D key, we're going to dimension from the right side. Instead of 0.39, it's going to be 0.38. From the top, it says specifically it needs to be 0.29. And this is not symmetrical. And you can tell if you were to dimension the bottom side, it would be 0.30. If you dimension the right side, that would not be symmetrical as well. We're going to finish sketch. We're going to extrude this rectangle inward, negative 0.57. Now we have our front and our back done. Now we're going to do our top rectangle. We are going to draw a 2-point rectangle. It's going to be a width of 1.98 and oops, that's wrong. Excuse me, that dimension is 1.59. The width is 1.98 the way it's laid out. This should be our correct cutout. Now we just have to place it correctly. It says it's specifically from the front 0.81 inches. Here's 0.81. Now from the side, we're going to do that math real fast because we're going to assume that it is centered horizontally. So we're going to do 3.16 on our calculator minus 1.98. Take that answer, divide by 2. We get 0.59, so we're going to go 0.59 to the side. 0.59, and now we have it so it's centered. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to finish this.